Ladies and gentlemen, picture, if you will, the universe's ultimate jest, the displacement of a man, an actor of no small renown, into a vortex of temporal mischief and moral ambiguity. Imagine Marc Alaimo, the distinguished thespian who embodied the nefarious Gul Dukat with such chilling precision, thrust backward in time, clad in full Cardassian regalia, without so much as a whisper of forewarning or a hint of preparation. First, let us consider Gul Dukat himself, a character of Shakespearean complexity, an antagonist of such multifaceted evil that he could only exist in the realm of high science fiction. Dukat is a tyrant, a seducer, and a sociopath, all wrapped in the same chilling package. He is the very embodiment of authoritarian menace, a figure whose every action is a testament to his ruthless ambition and moral vacuity. In the universe of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Dukat is a villain par excellence, whose machinations and manipulations have left an indelible mark on the galaxy. Now contrast this with Marc Alaimo, the actor, a man of flesh and blood whose greatest sin might be a missed line or a botched rehearsal. Alaimo, by all accounts, is a professional, dedicated to his craft, and yet he is but a mortal man, bound by the same limitations and fears as the rest of us. To hurl this unsuspecting actor, garbed in the elaborate and unmistakable costume of a Cardassian military officer, into the turbulent currents of our own history would be an act of divine farce that even the most cynical of gods would appreciate. Consider the sheer absurdity of it. Alaimo suddenly materializing in, say, the court of Henry VIII, or amidst the turmoil of the French Revolution, or perhaps even in the gritty streets of Victorian London. His entrance would be nothing short of spectacular, his alien visage and intricate armor, a sight so alien, so utterly bewildering, that it would defy all comprehension. The reactions of those around him would be a melange of terror, awe, and eventually dark humor. Picture, if you will, the portly and paranoid Henry VIII, confronted by what appears to be a demon from the very bowels of hell. The courtiers, their faces twisted in abject horror, would likely drop to their knees in prayer, beseeching whatever gods they held dear to save them from this infernal apparition. Alaimo, bewildered and likely terrified himself, would stammer out explanations that would fall on deaf, disbelieving ears. His claims of being an actor, a mere player on the stage, would be as plausible to them as the notion of flight or space travel. In revolutionary France, amidst the cries of liberté, égalité, fraternité, our hapless actor would fare no better. The sight of him, resplendent in his Cardassian garb, would likely lead to accusations of witchcraft, espionage, or worse. The guillotine, that ever-hungry symbol of revolutionary justice, would loom ominously on the horizon. Alaimo's protestations of innocence, his pleas for understanding, would be drowned out by the mob's fervour for blood and retribution. And in Victorian London, amidst the fog and grime, the reaction would be one of superstitious dread. The city's denizens, already accustomed to tales of Jack the Ripper and other nefarious figures, would view this strange visitor as yet another harbinger of doom. The constabulary would be called, the newspapers would sensationalize, and Alaimo would find himself at the mercy of a society that viewed the unknown with suspicion and fear. Now let us conjure one final exquisite scene. Marc Alaimo, still in his Cardassian guise, materializes on the bridge of Deep Space Nine during a moment of intense crisis. Captain Sisko, veins bulging and voice booming with righteous fury, is in the midst of a tirade about some existential threat to the station. Into this cauldron of tension and high stakes steps our bewildered actor, whose sudden appearance as Gul Dukat is met with immediate, visceral hostility. The crew, already on a knife edge, react with the swift reflexes of soldiers conditioned to expect the worst. Phaser rifles are trained on him in an instant, and shouts of alarm fill the air. Sisko, eyes blazing with a mix of rage and suspicion, demands an explanation, but there is no time for calm dialogue. Alaimo, stumbling over his words, tries to convey his innocence, yet the sheer improbability of his situation, coupled with the adrenaline-fueled atmosphere, ensures that his pleas are drowned in a sea of distrust. In a heartbeat, before he can fully articulate his bizarre predicament, a barrage of phaser-stun blasts hit him. The impact sends him sprawling to the floor, pieces of his deteriorating costume flying apart in a shower of plastic and latex. The grisly remnants of his Cardassian disguise scatter across the bridge, revealing his true human form beneath the facade. As Alaimo lies unconscious, the crew is left in stunned silence, grappling with the surreal aftermath of their encounter. The phaser smoke dissipating to reveal the absurdity and tragedy of a man caught in the ultimate cosmic farce.